Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Meister Lampe and I'm really excited because the non-disclosure agreement of the Ground Forces closed beta test in War Thunder has just been partially lifted, so I am allowed to show you the new contents. At first we have the German tanks. Here we have the Stuck 3 Ausführung F and it looks amazing. I mean, look at the welding seams, it looks so good, so realistic, and you can get the imagination that it's real thick steel. And they've put so much love to detail here, all these small bits and pieces, and they really have a high resolution, all the textures. And the tanks look like if they just came from the battlefield. I mean, you can see the mud on it, the mud guards are bended, the gun barrel is stained by the black powder. Oh, this is so much eye candy. This all takes place on a special server for the closed beta test. So if you play War Thunder at the moment, don't expect to see any tanks yet. Game contents at the moment is a bit limited. You just have 5 German tanks, these 4 and a Flak Panzer, which I will show you later, and 3 Russian tanks. So when you go to battle, you will get onto a battlefield where you have to capture bases. But I will show you some video footage, some game footage in a second video. This is just an overview. And here we go for the Panzer IV Ausführung F2 with a 75mm L43 cannon. A word at the upgrade system in War Thunder. It's not working like in World of Tanks, where you can upgrade an L48 cannon for the Panzer IV, for example, or in the past you could even upgrade to an L70. Here in War Thunder, the vehicles will always stick to their original equipment. And this is an L43 cannon for the Panzer IV Ausführung F2 or a 300 horsepower engine. You cannot upgrade to a 400 horsepower engine, for example. Next tank is the Rank 1 Panzer IV Ausführung C with a 7.5 cm L24 howitzer. It was designed for infantry support. And another Rank 1 vehicle is the Panzer II Ausführung C with a 2 cm flak cannon. And now I'm going to have a look at the research tree. Yes, there it is, only 5 vehicles at the moment, 3 at tier 1 and 2 at tier 2. Here we have the data for the Panzer IV F2. You can see it's a 22-ton vehicle with a 300 horsepower engine doing a maximum speed of 55 km per hour. The maximum inclination, I'm not sure what this is about. If this means that you exceed the 40 degrees, you will flip over the tank, or if you stop climbing at 40 degrees. I'll have to test this out. Anyway, here's the data for the Stuck. You can see that it also has a turret rotation speed. I'm sure this means the rotation of the gun. And the vertical guidance is the gun depression and gun elevation. And the Panzer II-C is a reserve vehicle, which means it's the LOL tractor of War Thunder. And there's also the Flak Panzer. Next thing I wanted to show you are the modifications, a very important thing. And for this, let's take the Panzer IV F2 as an example. And first we have better tracks. And remember, these are not new, these are improvement of the old ones. So it means tracks maintenance, replacement of worn tracks and pins, adjustments. And the camouflage means improved stealth in a field and decreases detection range by enemy tanks and aviation. The improved turret drive, which I've already installed, means maintenance and lubrication of turret traverse mechanism, lubrication of ball bearing turret ring. These manipulations improve smoothness and movement of the turret traverse. At rank 2 of the mobility improvements we have the suspension. This means maintenance and adjustment, replacement of damaged and worn out elastic elements, lubrication of guide roller and tank wheel bearings. Improves suspension damping capacity, decreases pitch and increases fire accuracy on the move. Adjustment of brake system increases braking efficiency. The next grenade is the HL Grenade 38B, a heat grenade. Then we have the adjustment of fire, which does not mean another gun, a better gun. It means just elimination of errors of misalignment between the gun and the target, improves fire accuracy. The first rank 3 improvement of the mobility are the filters. It means washing and cleaning of air, oil and fuel filters to increase the engine capacity. Again, not a new engine, just maintenance, proper maintenance of the old engine to increase its power. Another interesting modification on rank 3 is the add-on armor. Additional protection but also additional weight. The rank 3 grenade is the Panzer Grenade 40W. I'm not sure what this is. Normally the Panzer Grenade 40 is a tungsten core grenade, an APCR shell. But the W maybe means weaker material than tungsten, maybe steel. Elevation mechanism means increased elevation speed, improvement of accuracy of the gun. The best modifications we can unlock are on tier 4, which means the transmission, maintenance of components, replacement of friction elements and nodes and so on. This improves the tank handling ability and decreases power loss of the transmission and final drives. Engine means engine gear train and replacement of worn-out engine with a new one, and a new one of the same type, not a bigger one. The best grenade you can unlock is the Panzer Grenade 40. It's an APCR shell with a proper tungsten core this time. And last thing is artillery support, very interesting. It's only available for light and medium tanks. You can click a point on the minimap or on the battlefield, and a few seconds later you will have an AI-controlled artillery barrage at that point. I've only seen that in a video so far, never tried it myself. It will be interesting to try it out, how effective this is. Now let's have a look at the grenades you can load into your gun. At first we have the standard Panzer Grenade 39. The armor penetration at 100 meters is 100 millimeters, at 500 meters it's 95 millimeters, and at 1000 meters it's 78 millimeters. It's not mentioned, but I guess this is at 90 degrees impact angle. Next one is the HL Grenade 38B. HL means Hohlladung in German, which is a heat shell. Armor penetration is 87 millimeters regardless of the distance, because this does not rely on kinetic energy. Unlike the Panzer Grenade 40W that we have here, which means it's an APCR shell with a weak core, I think. Couldn't find a real explanation for this at the moment, but the penetration values are worse than the standard Panzer Grenade 39, so I couldn't imagine why you should use that one. But here we have a proper APCR shell, the Panzer Grenade 40. Very good penetration values. At 100 meters it's 139 millimeter penetration, and at 1000 meters it's still 95 millimeters of penetration. And last but not least we have an HE shell. But let's not forget about the Russian tanks. There we go, there is the Russian reserve tank. It's the T-70. The same that we have in World of Tanks as a tier 3 light tank. Again, very nice details, very nice model. You can see the air intakes for the engine and the exhaust pipes. Weight of the T-70 is just under 10 tons, and with its 140 horsepower engine it can get to a top speed of 45 km/h, and it has a 45mm cannon. Next one at rank 2 is the T-34 model 1941. This is the earliest version of the T-34. You can see the turret has no commander's cupola, but very good sloping and 45mm of armor everywhere. It weighs around 26 tons, and with its 450 horsepower diesel engine it can get to a top speed of almost 50 km/h. It has a 76mm F-34 cannons. The ammo rack holds 77 shells. And here we have the KV-1. It's the only heavy tank available in the game at the moment. It's also at rank 2. At 44 tons it is very heavy. With the 550 horsepower engine it can get to its maximum speed of 41 km/h. It also got a 76mm gun, but this one is the L11. If we have a look at the modifications, we can see that there is no difference to the German tanks. Same kind of unlocks, same structure. Standard shell of the T-70's 45mm cannon is an APHE shell. Sounds interesting, but all these shells, yeah, okay, APCR is okay, but most of them are only good at short distances. The T-34 and the KV-1 use the same type of shells. It's a BR-350, the A version is an APHE shell again. The BR-350 SP is an APBC shell with a ballistic cap. The M version is HE, and last one is the SH-350, a shrapnel shell. That seems very interesting. But penetration values are bad, but against lightly armored targets, that can be very interesting. Maybe you can shred your enemies to pieces with this one. Oh, and I almost forget the crew members. At first we have a driver, then we have a gunner, there's a tank commander, a loader and a radio operator. And of course we have a qualification tab like we know it from War Thunder. Let's check out the driver skills. At first there's keen vision, and I think they just copied this over from the aircraft part of the game. Then we have field repair. Yes, you can repair your tracks during the game if they got damaged or destroyed, but I have not figured out yet how this works. There's vitality and tank driving. Increases the tank driver skills of braking, gear change and so on. Second one is the gunner. Again we have keen vision, same as before. You have field repair, same as before. Vitality, same as before. But next one is targeting. The skill of gun target affects targeting speed and accuracy. An experienced gunner targets the gun both vertically and horizontally at once. So this increases the turn rate of the turret and the targeting. Range finding. Precision of target range finding affects long range accuracy. Then there's the tank commander, which has leadership, affects skills of other crew members. So I think it gives a boost to other crew members. And machine gunnery, accuracy of fire from the coaxial machine gun. And the tank loader has, of course, weapon reloading, increases the speed of the main weapon reloading rate. The radio operator has actually and surprisingly the broadest choice of skills. Bow machine gun fire, bow machine gun reloading and radio communication. This is interesting. Why do we have to man the bow machine gun and fire the bow machine gun? To shoot at planes? Maybe this does work. I have to find out in the next days, definitely. But that's it for now. This is all I could show you from the hangar, from the garage, from the tech tree, the modifications and the crew skills. I just had a few battles on the server, but I have to edit them and prepare a video for tomorrow. So there will be a video out tomorrow with actual in-game battle scenes. So stay tuned, thanks for watching and bye bye.